morning to you. This morning at Gallagher Estate, we have begun to see some parties arriving here for the signing, of course, of that electoral code of conduct. This is the code of conduct that, of course, will be obliging political parties to stay within the stipulated rules of the Electoral Commission between now, of course, and after the results of the elections are announced. There are, of course, various stipulations of the code of conduct which are provided for within the Electoral Act. But joining me right now is Minister and, of course, head of the ANC's election, Melusi Gigaba, who will, of course, just be talking to us as one of the members of one of the older parties, just telling us a good morning to you, Minister.
Good morning.
Can you just tell us, we know that the ANC is one of the older parties. What is the significance of the code of conduct that you'll be signing this morning?
The code of conduct is significant if you consider most particularly where South Africa comes from. We come from a political system which marginalized the majority of South Africans. When we went into the 1994 elections, in KZN and parts of Gauteng, there was violence, and many of our canvassers couldn't even enter some of the hostels in Gauteng. In KZN, there were many no-go areas. The people of South Africa must be given a choice, must be given the freedom to exercise their choice in a free and fair election. And that is why, for us, as the African National Congress, it's so important that we should sign this code of conduct. Every political party must promise that they will do everything they can to ensure free and fair elections, which means that those who utter inciting statements, who threaten to take government over through the barrel of the gun, must also be tamed so that we have free and fair elections, because it becomes difficult to embark on an election campaign and to talk sense and rationally if you also have threats hanging over your head, because you also get incited to want to respond to those threats. So this code of conduct we're signing here today will reaffirm the principles of our democracy for which our people fought so hard, the principles of free and fair elections, and as well as the principles of active citizenry, because we enable South Africans to participate actively in determining their future.
And we have heard that 2 days ago the DA did, of course, lay a charge against members of the ANC in the Free State, accusing them of defacing some of their posters. How seriously will the ANC be taking this proclamation and this pledge that you'll be signing today, which also stipulates that parties are barred from destroying other parties' posters?
Absolutely, we will take the code of conduct very seriously, and we will ensure that all our volunteers on the ground understand this code of conduct by which they need to abide. We will ensure that whichever member of the ANC is proven to have defaced or posters of other political parties or disrupted their meetings is disciplined in terms of the code of conduct of the African National Congress, because we wouldn't want someone else to do that to us. We have had that experience. We know how people have been intimidated in the past. We would want South Africans to exercise their votes freely, and the ANC itself, as the custodian of this democracy, as the political organization that fought the hardest to bring this democracy to be, we will ensure that our members abide by the code of conduct of the IEC as well as the code of conduct of the African National Congress itself. But we are not, we're not panicking. We know that at the same time political parties are going to be playing politics, raising red flags, raising red herrings, and so as the movement, we will keep calm, we will keep our members calm, focus on the task at hand, because we know that the attempt in all of this is to distract the ANC from engaging in an open election campaign so that we focus on side issues. No, the ANC is not going to focus on those things. Our members are going to behave. We are focused on what we need to do to ensure that local government is brought right into the hands of our people, and fellow South Africans know what to do if they are given a free and fair electoral process.
Thank you very much. That was the head of the ANC's elections, Melissa Gigaba, just saying that the ANC takes this code of conduct very seriously. Of course, they are one of the parties that will be signing today, just committing themselves to carrying a spirit of free and fair elections, to saying no to violence, saying no to intimidation, and of course, encouraging of voters to come to them by any form of bribery.
Thank you very much, Simpiwe, for that update. That